no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
killer whale family, showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days
weeks, months, years, building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orcas orca. Their common name is killer whale, and our 5 whales have their own personal names. Kayukit, Tuar, and joining us right out front, we have Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. Kamea is our youngest whale at only 8 years old, and her mother, Takara, is our oldest whale. She's 30 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Joining us in our slide outs, we have Sean, Julie, and Laura to help demonstrate some of these behaviors.
Well, thank you so much, Tammy. Julie and I are over here, and we are going to be joined by Sakari and Kamea. They are sisters, and they were both born right here at SeaWorld San Antonio. Now, Sakari and Kamea are going to help us demonstrate one of the very first behaviors we teach all of our whales. This is called a fluke present. Now, as you can see, they are placing tail flukes right up here at the close to the surface of the pool. Now, not only does this give us a great look at their entire body, it also allows us access to the easy-to-see blood vessels that run very close to the underside of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians can draw blood from these vessels at least once a month during a whale's monthly physical. And as you can see, they are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. Now you'll also see the whales getting all kinds of back rubs, belly rubs, and tail rubs today. This is because killer whales have very sensitive skin. It's just one of the many ways we can continue to build our relationships with them.
That's right, Laura. Now I'm over here at the matriarch of our pod, Takara, and she is going to demonstrate another important diagnostic tool that we utilize to check the animal's health. And that tool is finding out how much they weigh. Located in an adjacent pool, we have a killer whale size scale. And once a week, we will ask the whales to slide out of the water and onto that scale. This way we can get their weights. And Takara is going to demonstrate what it looks like right here in front of me. There she is. Now you may notice that she's in the shallow portion of the pool, but a part of her body behind this dorsal fin, under her tail piece, remains in the water. This part of her body down here is known as her peduncle, and it can weigh several hundreds of pounds. So in order for us to get an accurate weight on the whales, we simply ask them to lift their peduncle out of the water. And that's how I know that currently she weighs 4,640 pounds. This is very important information for us to be able to gather. This way we know that our younger whales, like Sakari and Kamea, are growing appropriately, and that the older whales, like Takara here, are maintaining a healthy weight. These husbandry behaviors help us ensure that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Well, hi everybody, we've moved down here, joined by our new friend, Levi. Now Levi, killer whales learn through observational learning, which means that they watch what the other whales do and they copy it. And sometimes they even copy what we do as trainers. So today we're going to demonstrate that by having Sakari and Kamea copy you. Are you ready? All right, so we're going to take that arm up in the air, give them that great big wave. Perfect! Good job, Levi! As you can see, they're paying very close attention to you. Can you see their eyeballs right in front of that eye patch? They're watching you very closely. Now, killer whales have excellent eyesight, both under the water and also the surface of the water. We'll see them jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. So let's go ahead and ask them for one of those jumps, okay? You're gonna take that same arm, you're gonna point it straight up in front of you, and we're gonna throw it over our shoulder. Ready, set, go. Perfect, they saw you, they're gonna dive down to the bottom of this 40-foot pool and watch as they work together, and they're gonna fluke up and down and jump right here in the center.
Wow, that looks like a lot of fun. Hey everyone, Takara is over here with Daniel. Now Daniel, the whales can communicate through a wide variety of means. They can use their bodies to make sounds on the surface of the water, or use their blowhole to create some sounds. You're gonna ask her for a vocalization for us. Take those hands out and show that first hand signal. Awesome job, Daniel. Now, when the whales leap out of the water and come crashing down, that sound can be heard from miles away because sound waves travel 4.5 times faster underwater. She's going to demonstrate this with a breach. Go ahead and show her that second hand signal. There you go. And now, watch as she takes off. Come right up here and watch as she's going to go all the way down to the bottom of the pool. Everybody listen closely to just how loud this sound can be. She's going to be coming up right in the center. This is Takara. Awesome job. Let's give it up for both of our volunteers. Thank you.
As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making an impressive sound. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to obtain in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners like the Norwegian Orca Survey to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predator. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice floes. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use fluke slams to stun their prey and can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For our whales, it's just a fun demonstration. But for you, it's time to get wet.
so much mystery. We